Jambo Farmsteaders, welcome back to Kijani Farmstead, our happy place where nature meets innovation. Today, I'll be sharing how we are surviving and farming through this prolonged dry season with absolutely no rain for months. It hasn't been easy. The sun is blazing, the soil is cracking, but as farmsteaders, we keep going. Farming is about resilience, creativity, and finding smart solutions. I hope some of these practices inspire you, and please share your own experience in the comment section below, because together we learn and grow. So the first practice is water management, because every drop counts. In drought conditions, water is life. At Kijani Farmstead, we make sure no drop goes to waste. We harvest rainwater during the wet season and store it in tanks. We also recycle grey water where possible. During dry months, we maximize drip irrigation system and do less overhead watering. This saves up to 70% of water and delivers moisture right to the roots where the plants need it most. Watering is done early in the morning or late evening to reduce evaporation. Moderation is key. Even our livestock drinks are given in small but frequent measures to ensure satisfaction, but also with less spillovers. We also take advantage of the scorching sun to pump water from the borehole throughout the day. This ensures that we have more water and also saving on pumping water using alternative sources of energy like electricity, and thus saving some production costs. A shilling saved over this season can go a long way. But water alone isn't enough. We also think smart about how and where we grow food. And that leads us to the second practice, that is kitchen gardening, which involves vertical gardening and container gardening. Even with limited water, we keep our kitchen garden alive through vertical gardens and container gardening. Vertical structures and circular gardens allow us to grow more food in less space and with less water. We grow fast-maturing vegetables like spinach, sukuma wiki, and herbs in small beds and containers that are easy to water. The kitchen garden not only supplements our feeds, but also reduces pressure on the main farm during the drought season. And of course, what we plant matters just as much as how we plant. And so, the third practice is planting drought-resistant crops. Nature has given us resilient crops that can withstand harsh conditions. At Kijani Farmstead, we particularly grow cassava, sweet potatoes, and pigeon peas, all known for thriving in low rainfall areas. These crops provide food security and feed for livestock, even when other crops fail. Also, our extensive banana plantation gives us trunks of bananas throughout the season. Some fruit trees also give off-season fruits, especially if they are well taken care of, that are like avocados and citrus fruits. Choosing the right crop varieties is one of the best ways to farm smart in a changing climate. And to make sure the soil stays healthy and plants stay cool, we turn to an old practice. And that is number 4, mulching and shade structure. These help us in covering and conserving. Mulching is one of the most underrated farming practices during the dry season. By covering the soil with the dry grass, crop residues or leaves, we reduce water loss through evaporation, keep the soil cool, and suppress weeds. Mulching also improves soil health over time as the organic matter breaks down. This simple practice goes a long way in protecting crops and conserving precious moisture. One of our biggest game changer is the shade structure. Not only does it protect the crops from the scorching sun, but it also creates a cooler microclimate where we can successfully grow tomatoes, Ethiopian kales, and even produce hydroponic fodder for our livestock. This is currently my favorite. She looks so cute. Still a baby. It's a bunny. And she likes being carried. You can feel the tummy. It's so full. It has been eating since morning. That's why it's so relaxed. But while plants struggle in dry season, our animals also need to eat. So the 5th practice is feeding livestock with hay, hydroponics, Azolla, and free-ranging. Livestock suffer most during droughts because natural pastures dry up. To cope, we prepare in advance by storing hay during the rainy season. This is the hay that we normally give the rabbits. So we normally clean it and then we put in a sack after it has dried. And then before we serve, we normally place them on this rack over here. This is where we pick from, and then we take them to the rabbit houses. So per house we put like this portion, let's say in the morning, and then in the afternoon we come and replenish once we find they have finished the hay. So apart from this, we also give other feeds like the pellets, the wilted vegetables and weeds. We also produce hydroponic fodder. These are sprouted grains grown with very little water, which provides fresh green feed for rabbits and poultry. In addition, we cultivate Azolla, a water fern packed with protein, which serves as an excellent supplement. Also, we allow our poultry to free range so they can forage naturally and reduce dependence on stored feeds. All this together ensures our livestock stay healthy through the toughest months. But these 5 practices may look simple, but together they make a difference between surviving and thriving through the dry season. Farmstead living is all about adapting. The dry season is tough, but also it's a teacher. It forces us to innovate, to plan ahead, and to build resilience for the future. At Kijani Farmstead, we believe farming is never easy, but with creativity and determination, we can thrive every season. Thank you for working with us through this journey. If you found these tips helpful, hit that like button, share with a fellow farmer, and don't forget to subscribe to Kijani Farmstead for more insights on sustainable farming and self-sufficient living. Until next time, stay resilient, stay green, and kwaheri.